So now let's talk about how to start solving these algebraically. So the first step is always to get everything on one side of your equal sign so that the equation is in standard form, which you've done stuff like this before. This isn't anything new. So first thing I'm going to do for this equation, I've got 2x equals 2x to the second minus 4x. I'm just going to subtract this 2x because if I do that, this left-hand side is going to be equal to 0 now. And I can combine it with the negative 4x. They're like terms since they have the same variable on them. So 2x minus 2x is 0. So I've got 0 on the left is equal to 2x to the second minus 6x. Now, this should look pretty familiar to you. This should look like, well, it is a quadratic, and you should be able to solve it from here. You could do by factoring. You could do the quadratic formula. The choice is yours. I'm going to stop right here, and we're going to focus on actually solving next week. But right now, I just want to look at getting this set into standard form. So let's try another example. This example is a linear set equal to an inverse function. So you'll notice you have a fraction on one side. And what I want to do is I want to make a fraction on both sides and cross multiply. So I'm going to start by taking this x on the denominator of the right-hand side and multiply by x plus 5, the numerator of the left-hand side. Excuse me. So we have x times x plus 5 is equal to 1 times 6 is 6. So over here on the left-hand side, I've got a set of parentheses with a term outside. Anytime you see this, you know you should distribute. So x to the second plus 5x is equal to 6. To get this into standard form, I need to get it set equal to 0. So I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. On the left-hand side, I don't have a like term to combine the negative 6 with, so it's just going to get written on the end. So I have x to the second plus 5x minus 6 equals 0, and that's in standard form. Then to solve, we could go on, quadratic formula, factor it, and solve for x. Let's try another one. Same setup here. I've got a fraction on one side and a linear function on the other, so I'm going to put the left-hand side over 1, and I'm going to cross multiply. So I have x times parentheses negative x plus 10 is equal to, multiply what you have left, 1 times 9 is 9. Distribute in the x, so that's negative x to the second plus 10x equals 9. Put it in standard form by getting this set equal to 0. Subtract both sides by 9. Negative x squared plus 10x minus 9 equals 0.